Coach, it is a building that has seen it all through the many years of its existence as EA Sports welcomes you to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. And the Oakland Raiders. Strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Monday, down. 185. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
On first down, it's Gibson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On play action, it's Carr. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Bullet good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go. Set. 30 base. Right there. Squeeze.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But they certainly didn't waste any time throwing some deep passes here. But the defense, it wasn't unexpected. They told their secondary, be ready. You're going to be tested all night by this team.
So that'll back him up 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got some space here. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I got to get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Now Eckler. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
10 Lobo. Hey, Echo. Watch the run, watch the run. Clear. Ready?
Off play action. Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. And now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
You're mine.
Shotgun now for Carr. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Desmond King picks it. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Express! Check like 33. Better bring it. You better.
They go play action here on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
6-18.
From midfield, here's Carr. Flushed out right. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. The 20. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
X3, 218, chop, go.
On second down, Eckler. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Running on first down, Eckler. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On second down, it's Hill, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Back to throw. Herbert. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On second down and 4, Carr under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. To throw his Carr. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Malik Collins never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. He's airing it out for Williams. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. On second down now, it's Gibson, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here is Eckler. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 4. They'll set up the screen here to Justin Jackson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. From the gun, Herbert. He's got a man. It's Williams. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
They're going deep in the play. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off down near the 5. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
29. Hey, exit.
They'll try the left side. Gibson.
You ain't going nowhere.
But I think the ball's out and picked up by the Chargers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They'll run here with Eckler. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the ground, it's Eckler. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys have set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
He's going to loft one deep left side into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll try the right side with Eckler. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, L.A. Austin Eckler, 51 yards. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had that lead that is now gone. It is completely gone. Yeah, how does that affect the psyche? Or am I reading into that too much? They should be okay still?
No, you're not reading into it too much at all. You've got to wonder what the psyche is of a team, because once you build up a lead and things are rolling pretty well, you don't expect it to change. And for it to change this dramatically, and now they're the team doing the chasing, yeah, you want to check out where they are mentally and whether or not they have it in them to come back. We'll soon find out.
Yeah, they're on their heels a bit right now. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. This is caught at the 20. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Down. 180. Get that quarterback and on.
On second down, here's Carr. He's going to air one out. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Once more, here's Eckler. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
The Chargers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
the Raiders' 48-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Hey, Haywood.
Off play action. Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. It's Eckler again. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Well, the objective there, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Operating from the gun, Herbert, he'll get this to Eckler. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this,
he's got a man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. 83 yards as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Critical extra point up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. To throw on second down. Herbert. And caught by Henry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
60 Pittsburgh.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Herbert. It's complete to Williams. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Now a toss play to Eckler. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. The handoff. It's Eckler. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
The finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Final score, Chargers 38, Raiders 31.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers.
All right, time for an early game drive here as they look to hopefully set the tempo for the remainder of the game to come.
Here we go. Here we go. One's the mic. Watch one. Watch one. Let's go. Let's go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Hey, team six. Team six.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Pretty good start there on plays 1 and 2.
And not discriminating at all, is he? Make sure he's spreading it around on the first 2 throws of the game. 2 different parts of the field as well.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll set up a throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. And now early on in this one, we get our first look at this offense. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. A pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this third down situation? On third down, Herbert. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up.
Ready to break. 80 weapons.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Taking a deep shot here for... That's caught inside the 20. Give them 32 on the play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Chargers have taken the lead. No problem there on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people shied away from taking a runner early, but If there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Herbert. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Off play action. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something else.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He's going to rifle. It's caught inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Well, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line.